Sir, if you please do us the honor.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now give a brief statement on the loss of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17. On behalf of the Malaysian government and the Malaysian people, I would like to offer my deepest sympathies and condolences to the families of those who lost their lives. Our heart go out to those who have been affected by this tragedy. In recent hours, officials in the US and Ukraine have indicated that Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was shot down. Should this be confirmed, it will be contravene international law and be an outrage against human decency. Malaysia condemns any such action in the strongest possible terms and calls for those responsible to be swiftly brought to justice. As set out in International Civil Aviation Organization's Annex 13, the Ukraine government will institute an investigation into the circumstances of the accident and be responsible for the conduct of the investigation. Updates on the investigation will be provided to the next of kin by the investigating authority as per ICAO guidelines. Malaysia offers its full and unqualified support to the investigation. Malaysia has been formally invited to participate and will send 2 senior accredited representatives to assist. Malaysia also welcomes calls for an independent international investigation into the incident and urges all parties to cooperate to ensure such an investigation can be completed. It is essential that the integrity of the crash site be preserved out of respect for the investigation and for those who have died. Next of kin. Malaysia Airlines take its responsibilities to the next of kin seriously. The airline has arranged some 40 staff to be flown to Amsterdam to support the families. Separately, as the Prime Minister announced this morning, Malaysia will today dispatch a special Malaysia Disaster and Assistance and Rescue team to Kiev. In total, 62 people, 30 SMART team members, 15 medical staff, 10 Royal Malaysia Air Force representatives, 5 Malaysia Airlines staff, 2 Department of Civil Aviation staff are traveling to Kiev. On passengers, earlier today, Malaysia Airlines released a list of those on board the flight and their nationalities. The list included 41 passengers whose nationality could not be verified at the time, as they were in transit from previous flight and had not entered passport control in Amsterdam. 21 of these passengers' nationalities have now been verified, and 20 remain to be verified. The latest breakdown of known nationalities of those on board is as follows: 173 from Netherlands, 44 Malaysian, 27 Australians, 12 Indonesian, 9 from the United Kingdoms, 4 Germans, 4 Belgians, 3 Filipinos, 1 Canadian, 1 New Zealander. Malaysia Airlines is in the process of notifying the next of kin of those on board. Once all families have been contacted, the passengers' manifest will be released. In addition, Malaysia Airlines will release the cargo manifest later today. Responsibility for releasing further information about the investigation rests with the investigating authority, which in this case is the Ukraine National Bureau of Air Accidents and Incident Investigation with Civil Aircraft. on the flight path. The flight path taken by MH17 was approved by the International Civil Aviation Organizations and by the countries whose airspace the route passed through. And the International Air Transportation Association, IATA, has also stated that their airspace the aircraft was traversing was unrestricted. 15 out of 16 airlines in the associations of the Asia Pacific Airlines fly this route over Ukraine. European airlines also use the same route and traverse the same airspace. In the hours before the incident, a number of other passengers aircraft from different carriers used the same route. There were no last-minute instructions given to the pilots of MH17 to change the route of the flight. Earlier today, Malaysia Airlines released a statement on the aircraft service record, which shows the aircraft had a clean bill of health. They have also confirmed that all the aircraft systems were functioning normally. Aircraft and aircraft's transponder were working and transmitting as normal. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I take your question, I would like to reiterate Malaysia's condemnations of any attack on innocent civilians, its support for an independent international investigations, and most of all, its sympathies with those affected by this tragedy. MH17 was carrying 298 passengers and crew. Our thoughts and prayers are with their families at what must be an incredible, difficult time. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, member of the media, the floor is now open for Q&A session. We will start the question with the local media first, followed by the foreign international media. So, local media? Yes. Jiben, could you please? To the lady, third row. Could you please identify yourself, your name and the agency that you represent?
Okay. Rosma dari RTM. Datuk Seri, saya difahamkan yang kotak hitam telah dijumpai oleh pemisah Ukraine dan akan dihantar ke Moskow. Dan saya difahamkan mengikut statement yang PM cakap tadi dalam PC, yang black box seboleh-bolehnya tidak disentuh dan segala bukti tidak dialihkan. Jadi macam mana, Datuk Seri?
Saya telah menekankan bahawa kawasan tersebut perlu dijaga dengan baik, dan sekiranya kita dapat cari black box, maka Ukraine Authority yang merupakan investigating authority perlu memastikan semua kesan-kesan dapat dijaga dengan baik. So kita yakin bahawa satu independent committee akan ditubuhkan, dan Ukraine Authority telah pun bersetuju untuk memastikan bahawa siasatan lanjut akan dilaksanakan dengan segera.
Next question, please. Local media. Okay, in front here, please. Second row. Thank you.
Datuk Seri Sofia Ahmad daripada Britarian. Datuk Seri, walaupun ICAO dan IATA telah mengesahkan laluan itu selamat, tapi saya difahamkan pesawat daripada negara lain telah pun menjauhi kawasan itu. Mengapa MH masih berada terbang di laluan tersebut?
Saya nak tekankan di sini bahawa laluan itu adalah approved path yang telah dilalui berpuluh tahun oleh MAS dan juga ramai lagi aircraft lain. Seperti saya sebutkan tadi, 15 daripada 16 Asia Pacific countries menggunakan laluan itu, dan memang itu laluan yang telah ditentukan oleh ICAO. Tidak ada apa-apa yang dimaklumkan pada kita bahawa laluan itu tidak boleh lalui.
Yes, please.
Selamat petang Datuk Seri. Kadir from RTM. Kita difahamkan pihak Rusia dan Ukraine menyalahkan puak pemisah yang melakukan menembak jatuh pesawat tersebut. Dan di sini kita faham penyiasatan akan melibatkan kedua-dua belah negara dan ia akan mengganggu bilateral tie between the countries. How the investigations looks into this possibility, then how the deals with the bilateral ties within this country involved?
Kita mengalu-alukan kewujudan International Independent Investigation Team untuk memastikan bahawa siasatan dilakukan dengan baik. Dan Malaysia telah dijemput untuk menyertai penyiasatan ini dan kita akan menghantar 2 pakar dalam bidang ini untuk membantu siasatan. Saya juga telah difahamkan oleh Menteri Luar Negara kita, Datuk Seri Hanifah Aman, bahawa beliau telah pun menghubungi Menteri Luar Negara Ukraine dan kerajaan Ukraine telah mewujudkan satu komisen yang akan pastikan independence dan juga pastikan bahawa penyiasatan dilakukan dengan sebaik mungkin melibatkan anggota-anggota antarabangsa.
Yes, please. Please, the mic, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Sri Tasha from the Malay Mail.
Yes.
Sri, just to make it clear for the record, regarding to the black box earlier. So do we have information that the black box has already been located or who is possessing it now?
I heard about it, but yet to be verified.
The reports on the pro-Russia separatists having it now and they're bringing it to Moscow for examination and all?
All this will be verified because we only heard from... Officially, we didn't receive any notes from the Ukraine authorities because the investigation authorities is under the Ukraine authority. They set up a commission. As I mentioned just now, I've contacted Datuk Seri Hanifah Aman, the Foreign Minister of Malaysia. He has contacted the Foreign Minister of Ukraine, and they have given the assurance they will safeguard the corridor, a safe corridor for us to move into the area. And they are negotiating with the rebels to ensure that the site is intact and all records will be protected.
So we are still verifying if there's any truth to this now?
Yes.
Okay, next question, please. Yes.
Datuk Seri, Zuhrin from the Star, Datuk Seri.
Yes.
Any arrangement or plan with the remains of the passengers, whether to the Malaysians or whatever their nationality is?
Yeah, as I've mentioned in my statement just now, MAS have arranged 40 staff to fly to Amsterdam today so that we can take care of the next of kins at the Amsterdam. At the same time, in Malaysia, MAS also set up a special committee to take care of next of kins. Whatever the remains, that will be, because we are sending the smart team, I mentioned just now, we are sending in a smart team to retrieve the remains as well as whatever record that we can get.
Will the remains be taken back, sent to their countries, taken back to the request of the next?
No, that will depend on the request of next of kins. Yeah.
Okay. Last question from locals, please.
Hi, Datuk Sri. This is Sulin. I'm a reporter from Malay Mail Online. Is it true that MAS was trying to save fuel and money by taking a shorter route over Ukraine?
It's not true. And as mentioned just now, that it has been over many years that we have taken the same routes. And there are also many other countries taking the same routes. I mentioned just now, 15 out of 16 countries taking that route. In fact, during that period of time, there are also many other aircraft using the same routes. Even during that period of time, there are many other aircraft using the same routes. Yeah.
All right, we'll now open to internationals, okay? Yes, please, in this corner, we'll start with you, sir. Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Melle Garshagen from Dutch newspaper NRC Handelsblad and Dutch television RTL News. I have two questions. First question, can you go into details with your cooperation with the Dutch authorities? And my second question is, this is the second horrible disaster that has struck Malaysian Airlines in half a year. How do you see the airline going forward in the future?
My Prime Minister have contacted the Dutch President, Prime Ministers, and they have several discussions. And I personally also contacted the ambassadors of Netherlands in Malaysia. So we will give the fullest support to the next of kin and any assistance needed by the families.
Second question about Malaysia Airlines moving forward after two disasters in a short time.
Oh, we will. That will be a separate issues. I will just focus on MH17. Yeah.
Yes, please. The gentleman who's standing.
Hi, John Sparks from Channel 4 News in the UK. Some airlines had decided to reroute their aircraft around Ukraine. Do you accept now that a terrible mistake has been made by allowing MH17 to pass over Ukraine?
As I mentioned many times, that this route is an approved route by the ICAO. 15 out of 16 Asia-Pacific countries using these routes. And this is approved routes, and we are using this route unless we are given other notice. So over the times, we are not given any notice on this.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Jun Kiat from Asahi Shimbun. I got two questions. First is that I know you mentioned the route is approved route, but there is a war going on there. Do you think it is wise to actually fly the plane over? Second question is, do you intend to fly the family members over to Ukraine?
As I mentioned just now, the approved routes is the safe routes. And most of the country are using this route. So the next question, whether we will send the next of kin to Amsterdam or Kiev, and that will, we don't have this plan.
I'm from Malaysia Airlines. At the moment, we do not have a plan to fly the next of kin to Kiev. We will comply with the next of kin of the repatriation requirement that they would like us to oblige. No, we will not be flying them to Kiev. You will not?
Okay, we'll go to the next questions. Right here. Yes, please. Lady, thank you.
My question is also about...
excuse me, could you introduce
Samantha
yourself?
Hawley, I'm from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. My question also goes to the route. You just said that it was said to be a safe route. Well, it surely wasn't. Many airlines in the world have chosen not to fly that route because of safety concerns, including Qantas. Will you take any responsibility for putting passengers' lives at risk and for the deaths that have occurred?
I have mentioned, and then I would like to reiterate, that it's the approved routes, and some other airlines who didn't take this route, they have some other destination. You must understand Malaysia, Amsterdam, Malaysia, London, that routes, we have taken these routes for a long time. Many, many years we have flown this route. So I think since it's an approved routes, it is safe, and that's the reason why we are taking these routes.
All right. Here. Could you?
Hi, this is Kate Hodel from the Guardian newspaper from the UK. Can you please confirm that there was no mayday that was issued from the cockpit of the plane? And if that's true, can you indicate what that might possibly mean about how the plane may have been shot down? Would it have been shot down from the cockpit first, which would indicate that they had no time to issue any kind of warning? Thank you.
I don't have any information on this.
There's no distress signal.
Yes.
We don't receive any distress signal from the cockpit.
All right, we'll go follow Hold on.
So Melissa from Channel News Asia. Well, if you insist that it's a safe route that you've been flying all these years, why is Malaysia Airlines now saying that we'll take an alternative route? Would you have taken it before and prevented this?
No, after this incident, ICAO suggested a different route. They have closed this route after the incident. Now ICAO have closed this route and they're taking another route now.
So right now, you're still flying that route?
No, now it's closed. The route is closed.
All right,
so we're flying another route.
We'll go to the next question. Yes, the gentleman at the back there, please.
Okay, dear Minister, my name is Dong Jin. I'm from China Central Television. So actually, we don't know if the captain has sent some message to someone before the attack. So right now, please, can you confirm the flight was on the correct route before the attack? And we also want to know if it is, why? What's the reason?
Well, as I mentioned just now, there's no distress call, and it's confirmed in the right path. We are in the right route, at the right path.
Thank you.
Okay. Last question from here, please. No. Mr. Mani, hold on, Mani. Yes, please.
It was Mani from Bloomberg News. How long or how many days do you think that we will have access to go to the crash site and do whatever things that we need to do?
No, we are dispatching the SMART team today, as I mentioned just now in the statement.
Will they be given immediate permission to go to the crash site?
We are going to the cave now, and from there they will move to the crash site. So because we get assurance from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ukraine, they will create a safe corridor for us to move to the crash site. So that is the assurance given by Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ukraine. Well, the authority, the European authority, will discuss the rebels groups. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Just one final question.
All right, one final question from you, sir.
Sri, CNBC. If the black box, if it does transpire that the black box has been dispatched to Moscow by the separatists, what's the next step then?
The investigating authority is under Ukraine authorities. So Ukraine authority would have to take up these issues.
And do you think that this is a willful act of terrorism or a miscalculation in the fog of war?
Now all of these speculation, or I would say that whatever facts given now, we have to verify first.
All right, with that we conclude the session for today. Thank you very much, gentlemen.